Hi, everybody. This is a wee bit of alchemy. I'm Rick Barrett. Welcome. Today, we're going to continue our exploration into central equilibrium, or Zhongding in Chinese. And this is, we went to the last couple of weeks, which, if you're just tuning into this, I recommend you go back and look at the last couple of weeks too. But we'll push on forward and and take it a little deeper. The Zhongding is one of what I call the three pillars of body, mind, spirit integration, and it's where you align your structure in such a way as to be able to access the big chi, the 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 yin chi of the earth, the yang chi of the heavens. And it sounds kind of woo and quasi mystical when you put it that way, but it actually is uh, a very reliable thing to do, and something which I've demonstrated for hundreds of people over the years. And what it does is it's something other than just balance. Balance is it's a structural thing. It says that the center of mass of a body is lined up inside the base is basically how you get balance, and things where you're getting, the closer you can get to even is your balance, which is a fine thing to do, but it doesn't really take us very far in terms of our kung fu. That is, it once you move even a little bit off of that balance, whenever you're moving, then it's gone, and with it, your any certainty you have about your ability to apply your martial art, in this case, Taijiquan. And so we want to go beyond just balance, where we're just kind of arranging the meat and bones in such a way as that it kind of is sitting there in a state of equality between the competing forces. Whenever we're in central equilibrium, we're actually extending awareness through the body, and you're actually um, connecting up to energy that is beyond the limitations of your personal organism. And when you do that, when you resonate with this larger energy, then it kind of creates this connection that amplifies your personal power. So what happens whenever you get into a state of central equilibrium is that you have access to the effortless power of Taijiquan, the Jin, and it's rather remarkable. But your arm is stronger. It's not just that you are harder to knock over. It's you actually are physically stronger whenever you do this, and it's also easier to become balanced in various situations, in different configurations, which are not necessarily dependent on aligning your structure in the exact right way, because the energy then allows you to fill in and make connections that seem improbable to your rational mind. And so it's this central equilibrium takes us outside of the limitations of our own energy field, and we are then playing with house money whenever we do this. And it's kind of cool. So what we're doing with this is also we're really fine tuning how to support your body in different configurations, and increasing your awareness of the lines of force through your body. So, and today I want to get into going into other positions. We've been keeping it fairly close to center, and I want to kind of take it a little farther out to be able to explore the possibilities there. And to do that, it's good to pull in the first of the three pillars, this Zhongding, the central equilibrium. I consider it to be the second one. The first one is your energetic coherence, and this is the Chinese name would be Zhongtijin, which means that your energy is unified throughout. There's one energy that's unified throughout. That means that everything is kind of vibrating together, and but also your body is knitted together in a way that allows it to create this elastic power and the supple energy. And that's because you're working with your connective tissue system and you're relying on the tensegrity of your connective tissue system, that elastic power that then permits the energy to move even more freely and animate every aspect of it. So if we were thinking about these two together, the energetic coherence so it gets your house in order. It creates this unified field, this unified structure that increases your effective power considerably, and it also makes things work more efficiently. So that's the energetic coherence part. And we've talked about it many times. Easiest way I found to access is just to feel your finger, point and reach, and feel your index finger, and doing that then immediately sets things up. It's like turning the ignition on in a car. So however, if you consciously feel and do with any part of your body, you will heighten your energetic coherence. And so that's what we want to include into this thing. So we start the car with by pointing and reaching with the index fingers, but then what? Then what are we going to do with it? And that's where we bring these two together, the first and the second pillar. The central equilibrium meets and complements the Zhongding, the central equilibrium. So we have these two together. So you can be in energetic coherence and not be in central equilibrium. You can be in central equilibrium and not be coherent. So there are two separate ways of looking. One is getting your personal energy ship shape, and the other one is saying, okay, now that I've done that, I want to open up to the big chi. I want to amplify my field dramatically by aligning my body in such a way as to actually tune into that. As we discussed in the last couple of weeks, this feeling of central equilibrium is not a mechanical thing. A lot of the way we orient to being upright is by this balance of forces. And so things, and that's where the muscles get involved, and it actually creates a lot of muscular tension throughout the whole body, which then makes it very difficult to relax the whole system. And what we've been working on the last couple of weeks is emphasizing establishing a conscious foundation in the feet, which then once we do that, once we connect up energetically through the feet, then it makes the rest of the body say, breathes a sigh of relief and says, okay, that's taken care of. Now I can let go and I can do other cool stuff with this. So we want to be able to feel the energetic coherence, and just do that right now. Just feel just point and reach with your index fingers. Take a deep breath and actually feel your index fingers. If you have to, just point, and you can actually wiggle your fingers a little bit to make sure that you have that awareness there. And the more you can invest your awareness in this, the more coherent you will become. So it's not like flipping a switch necessarily, although I've used that image in the past. There's actually a spectrum of coherence that you can avail yourself to through how much are you willing to feel those index fingers, and you can actually feel your personal field growing as you do that, as more and more of your energy gets into into sync with itself. There's it pulses together, and so you get what we call a actually I forget that. But moving on, so feeling that, just feeling that you can feel that energetic coherence. Now we let that go, and then just arrange your body so that you're lining up and feeling. There's a feeling your center, reach with the crown to your head, and even sitting down, you can find that sweet spot where you're letting go of the tension that's used to support you, as it almost feels like you're floating whenever you get it, when you get it exactly right. So that would be central equilibrium, but what doesn't necessarily imply that you're getting your highly coherent at the same time. When you bring the two together, then the whole field gets amplified greatly, and your Jin, your effective, your internal power, is then you've amplified that as well. So we're going to follow the similar pattern we have in the past couple of weeks, and introduce these little pieces, although we're not going to dwell on the stuff that we've covered before quite as much. And then we'll go into some other cool stuff that we're increasing our awareness of that Zhongding, and getting that, getting that central equilibrium. And but we're also going to include the energetic coherence, so that we're able to then uh, amplify our ability to explore other shapes that our body can go into without feeling compromised. So please stand up, and let's do some stuff. And just what we've been doing, I highly recommend you hold on to something while we're doing this, and it'll just allow you to explore the possibilities without unconsciously correcting to avoid falling over, embarrassing yourself or whatever. So you want to hold on to a table, a chair, a wall, whatever. I got this pole so I can stand out in the middle here, and so we want to have um, that support that enables us to feel secure about this, so we can put all of our focus on the alignment and getting the alignment correct, and letting go of all the other compensations that we put in place just to stay balanced. We want to let go of that and just really feel into the structure. So we're going to start with the we're going to start with the central equilibrium. Actually, today let's start with the energetic coherence. And this is very simple. You point and reach with your index finger. You feel that. And just feel that your energy field going into alignment. And you want to also start expand your conscious awareness of feeling throughout your whole body. You want to feel your elbows, feel your head, feel your feet, feel your hand that's touching, your support. And just that conscious feeling then amplifies your energetic coherence. And as you do this, you relax and let go. Breathe deeply. Place the tip of your tongue on the roof of your mouth and breathe through your nose. So just feel the effect of the energetic coherence, the first pillar. Now we're going to go on to the second pillar, and we're going to use the image of the three pillars. I actually wore this shirt again today to so you can see these three nails that are going into the ground, through the big toe, the ball of the foot, and the heel. And so we want to use that image and focus on different nails accordingly, different so to create different effects. Let's start with the step back here. There we go. So we're got the energetic coherence going. Now we're going to feel the balls of the feet. Feel the three nails in both of your feet, but really focus on the balls of your feet. And then now go back into your heels and still feel that connection. You want to feel the first nail in your heel. So your weight is more directed toward that part of your foot. It's spread throughout your whole foot. Three nails are taking up most of the work. In this case, your heel is doing most of the work. Now go into the ball of your foot and feel that point. Just notice that the energy changes a little bit when you do that. There's more of a creates more of an excitement in your body. It's more of a yang feel. Now press down with your big toe and really feel into that. And notice that amplifies that yang feeling even more. Go back to the ball of your foot and feel that. So feeling that it's a little more balanced, but still predominantly yang. Now go to your heel and feel the yin. You're settling down and your energy is moving down through your body. Now reach up with the crown of your head, tucking your chin. And since you're holding on to something, you're feeling that support, just allow yourself to get more sung, more relaxed, sinking down, letting go of the internal tension. That means when you're sung, you're relaxing from the inside out. You're letting go of the unnecessary muscular support that has been a default setting in your body. So feeling that sung as you're sinking down into the earth, reaching with the crown of your head, and feeling the energy. And go to the balls of your feet and feel the energy expanding and rising in your body, opening. Tuck in your chin. Open the jade pillow gate at the base of your skull. So here, as we go to the balls of the feet, you can feel a little more precarious. That is, you're shedding a lot of that muscular tension that we carry around with us. And by doing so, there's a sense of vulnerability as you let go of these crutches that you've been holding. We got our support, and that's the training wheels we're using right now. Feel into that. You want to feel the 3 nails with the prominently on the ball of the foot. Now we're going to loosen up, release some of the kinks in the hose, spiral down to the left, relax your hip joints, bow down to the right. We've already opened up the jade pillow gate, so that's releasing some of the tension there and allowing the chi to move more freely into your head and into your brain. Reach with your elbows and open your shoulder joints. Feel the energy circulating more freely in your body. So just to recap what we did a couple of weeks ago, that is, we're going to start feeling the 3 nails on the insides of both feet. And these are just unlocked. They're not, you're not bent very much. And then very slowly, very deliberately, you're going to make the right leg more substantial. And that we do that by releasing some of the support in the left leg. Using our support to really allow us to let go and get sung. So we're not pushing away from the earth. We're actually sinking down into the earth as we get more sung. And we are moving. So now I'm about 70% in my right leg. And I'm going to go now to about 90% of my right leg. Use that support to help you to really trust that you can keep your center over the inside of your foot, the medial line. That's where the power comes in this structure. And if you just for grins, just bring your weight to the outside of your foot along the little toe on the lateral line. Notice how everything tightens up and you get weaker. The energy starts to get non-coherent. So go back to the 3 nails and feel that, there's that sense of support that we get along that. We're plugging into the big chi now. Pick up your left heel, and can they see my feet?
I think so.
Okay.
I think this thing goes down.
Okay, good.
I can't make it go down.
So you pick up that left heel so that you have your feeling like 95% of your weight in your right foot. Now go up on the big toe of your left foot and even more prominently into that right foot. So what we're doing is we're building confidence, and holding on to something helps us to build confidence, and just letting our body mind know that oh yeah, we got this. We have all the necessary strength that we need in order to make this happen. It's just a question of getting confidence so that we can then pick up the foot and maintain our structure. We're not going to do that yet. We're going to go put the left foot down and feel the heel, the first nail in the left foot. Feel all 3 nails, but you want to feel the heel there. And slowly empty out your right leg and start to fill up your left leg until you're back to 50-50. Now we're going to empty out the right leg, and we're going to fill up the left. And so again, we're sinking down. We're not pushing away from the ground. We're releasing down as we pick up as we transfer the substantiality into the left leg. So it is our primary support now. And now I'm going to pick up the heel of my right foot so that I can feel that. I can feel even more substantiality in my left leg. I'm teaching my body mind how to really feel confident that, oh yeah, you got this, Rick. Now I'm going to pick up on the toe of your right foot so that you're really committed to that left leg. You want to find that central equilibrium on that. You're lined up over the medial line. So this gives you that strength. So what I was mentioning before is that this then makes your whole body more powerful. So that is, and this the difference between just balancing. If I'm just balanced here and someone pushes on my arm, I'm going to collapse. I'm going to either, stiffen up and fall backward, or I'm going to just collapse my arm. There'd be no pungjin to animate my arm, but here I can just point and reach, feel that the energetic coherence and tensegrity in your arm. You get the pungjin happening. You're filling up with the big chi, so you're amplifying your field, but you're also amplifying your effective power as you do this. So it's not just a balance thing, is you're actually getting stronger, much stronger by connecting up to the energy. And then bring your right foot down, feel the 3 nails in your right foot, and feel the heel of your right foot, and slowly empty out the left leg so your weight goes back to 50-50. Good. So now we're going to turn this around here, and using my staff here, I'm going to bring my weight back about as far as I can go, just so I can feel that. So we did the x-axis here going across my body, and now we're going to do the y-axis, and we'll go front to back. And so here we are. I'm going to shift so that I'm actually leaning backward. And a lot of people, spend a lot of their lives just kind of hanging out like this. They lock their knees and their back kind of sways. They stick their chin out to try to find some balance like this. And we don't want to do that. So we're going to just use that as a point of reference, and then slowly bring your center to reach up and feel into that central equilibrium. Feel your point and reach with your index finger of your right hand, and reach, or whichever hand is free. And you can also feel the surface of whatever it is you're touching. And you go back and find that center line. So we want to find it so that we're bringing our center line over the balls of our feet now. And so in doing so, just reach out with your arm and feel the effective power of that. And it's something that, you could, if you have a partner, they can push on it, you can actually sense, how much effective power you've increased by doing that. And then take it a little bit farther, and even into the toe there, and notice that it's creating an uncertainty there. So it's a little perilous when you go too far forward. You want to have it back so that you're still connecting with the heel, even if you press down with the big toes. You want to feel that, and so we're creating that sense of this y-axis here. We're front to back, and we get the two of them together. So now, to create this awareness front to back, side to side, and you want to get that feeling and really tune into it, because there are infinite gradations for central equilibrium. You never get it perfect, but you can get it good enough for the moment. So in that, you find that line, and the closer you get to that really clean connection, the greater the flow, the energy flow through, and the more you can let go of tension in your body. All right, so let's take this and hold on one sec. 34. Okay. All right, so we're going to take this a step farther, and we're going to go into different positions so that we can do it. We did a little bit of this last week, but you can pick up your right foot and step forward with that. And we're going to go into a bow stance now. And same idea here, you want to hold on to something, but you want to start by feeling it in your heel. Set your knee over your heel, so you're feeling your weight on the medial line there. You're feeling the support coming from the medial line. And so you're emptying out a lot of the support from your back leg. There's still some there, but primarily your right leg is your substantial one in this. And so you're sinking into that and releasing your quad. You're sitting down into that leg, that front leg, reaching up with the crown of your head, tucking your chin, and you want to feel that point and reach and feel that energetic coherence. Because now we're going to spiral down to the right while keeping the knees set. We want to get that, so we're loading up that front leg. Pick up your back heel and really sit down into that front leg, maintaining your central equilibrium over your medial line, right? The medial line of your right foot. We're getting this support here from that. So this creates this power. And you want to, going from the side, you don't want the knee to go too far forward. You want to feel there's a sweet spot there in your foot where the knee lines up with the foot, and you can see that the knee is well behind the toe there in terms of that. So where I'm spiraling down is in the quad. I'm releasing down here, so that I'm getting the on the x-axis, I'm using the medial line of my foot. On the y-axis, front to back, I'm feeling it in I'm kind of doing a little dance between the heel and the ball of my foot. So getting them together so they're feeling it. But I'm still feeling it along this medial line. I want to feel that support that happens, right here, so that if I take it so that my center of mass is too far out, like I'm going over here, pushing my butt out to the side, so that my center of mass is right here, then it throws everything off, and it creates a lot of muscular tension that I need just to support it. And this is why we're shedding a lot of those compensations that we pick up, because a lot of us, in order to shift our weight, we just push our butt out to the side, and this is something that is fairly common. So we don't want to do that. We want to release and spiral down, so the butt doesn't go out to the side. It just kind of screws into the earth, and then you have this feeling that you're able to then pick up your foot once you've got that right. You're able to do that. But it helps to have that support. So as you do that, you're spiraling down, you're locked and loaded in that right leg. You pick up the heel, and then you can pick up, your left knee and reach out with the foot. And then you can step back and then go into your back foot, feel the heel there, set the knee, and you want to feel that support on the medial line of your back foot. And then you kind of want to release your quad. You want to spiral down there. So you're feeling that. You bring your leg in, so you're getting your body's mass is more condensed. So then from that, then you can then pick up your right leg and create this without losing that. If you find yourself shifting out to the outside of your foot, then you're going to lose your root as you do that, and you're kind of just trying to find your balance. So, but before you start picking up the foot, you want to really get it so that you feel that, okay, that connection between the heel of the foot and the ball of the foot. Feel the support that comes from that. Pick up your right heel and go on the toe there, and just kind of get the confidence that comes from, oh yeah, this is it. You can do this. I've seen a lot of Tai Chi people who have beautiful forms. They can get their kicks up very high, and they're perfectly balanced, but you can knock them over with a finger. So what we're looking for here is having something, if you're going to do a kick, it would have some juice to it. And to do that, you need to have Jin. You need to have that central equilibrium, the energetic coherence, the whole body energetic connection that allows you then to direct it and express your Jin through your foot. So then spiral down to the left. So you're loading up that left quad, and you're going to pick up the right foot and step out with that. And so now here we're in an elongated position. Okay, I want to still maintain my support here. I'm going to feel my weight over my heel here. Notice that my knee is well in back of my toes, so I'm able to feel the line of force going straight down, and then allows me to really release my hip joint and sink down in there and load up. This allows that energy to come and expand through me, the big chi moving through. I feel the energetic coherence as I do that, and then it allows me to occupy, a strong position. So now I'm going to feel the three nails of my right foot, my back foot here, and then feel the heel of that, set my knee. So that's a really important thing. You want to, before you move, you really want to get your knee in position so that you can then slowly empty out the left leg. It's becoming less substantial as you fill up the right. So now I'm about 70-30, about 70% in my right leg, because I've released down into it. I've emptied out my left leg, and doing so, I'm keeping my center in my body's mass well inside my base. And so from here, then I can turn and feel myself in that right leg. And you can feel the effect of power that comes from that. And so with that, you feel your support and just kind of circle your foot over and bring it in closer. So then we have this. So let's say we want to go into a white crane posture, right? White crane spreads wing, or white pheasant. No, I'm sorry, not white. It's a golden rooster. That's it. Well, let's go. We're going to go into a golden rooster posture. And so we're feeling that we're spiraling down into the right quad. We're loading up that. We're feeling the that connection, that the power line along the medial line. And so you feel that and come up on the toe of your left foot. So before you do anything, people tend to, like in this move, they tend to rush through it because they just want to get it over with. You want to actually feel that energetic connection as you as you as you lift that knee. It's got to be kind of, oh, how do we do it? We do it by not pushing away from the earth. We're sinking down into that medial line, and then we can then pick up very slowly, pick up your left knee and reach with that finger. So the energetic coherence is going to help you maintain your structure. And just lift it only to the extent that you are comfortable. So notice going down there, I started to lose it. So I go back and I feel where am I losing that structure there? Oh, there we are. Okay, and then I can go back down. And then I can come up again. And then back down again. And so you just do it gently and under control. You want to feel that support so you're not afraid to explore where in your body you feel these lines of force. And then put your left foot down and spiral down to the left. Bring your right knee in so you have a smaller structure that you're filling up here, and you do that too. You pick up the heel, you sink into the left quad, you feel sung into that left leg. You feel along the medial line there, and you come up with it, and then down with it, and use that support there to give you to allow you to do this really slowly and under control. You want to get it so that you notice that your foot, you're going to kind of play around with it. Your body's going to look for where the support, where it's dependable. And just by practicing that, you're going to create more sensitivity of what it is you can support, what it is will support you. So just leave it, go on the big toe now of the right foot and just hang out there and just feel that. You've had a chance to explore a little bit by lifting your knee, and then go back and just allow yourself to just relax into that. And then put your right heel down. And go back to 50-50. And just feel, primarily you want to feel the energy that you're cranking up by doing this. By taking it out of just an athletic maneuver and more of an energetic one, you're then opening up new possibilities energetically inside your body. And your new awarenesses, your proprioception is changing every time you do that. support away there. And just pause and feel into your structure, feel into your feet, feel into your hands. And notice what the this awareness has done, the explorations, the that intense focus does to your whole structure and the energy you feel inside your body. Feel what it does to your circulation. Feel the potential power that has been generated in your body mind. Got about 70% in your right foot, and just feel into that. Feel that center line there. And go into your left foot, about 70% into that. Feel that. Go into your heel, feel that. The heel of your left foot. And go into the ball of your left foot and feel the energy there. Notice that you're fine-tuning your energy by doing this. You press down with the big toe of your left foot and feel that. There's lots of stuff to explore in this. Then go back, sink into your right foot. Back to 50-50 and feel the 3 nails on both feet. Yourself very sung, sinking down into the earth. And step in with your left foot. Take a deep breath, go in the balls of your feet. And as you exhale, throw away the chi, dissolve into the emptiness. Please have a seat. Scott.
Well, it's this is kind of obvious, but I really noticed it there towards the end that when you get, when you really get this and you really feel confident in your everything and your root and your posture and your energy, it really gives you mental, gives you mental confidence. It gives you your mind gets more confident that you can do it and you don't have to think about it as much.
Beautiful. Great. Lynn.
And I don't think that's obvious, Scott. I think that's really worth pointing out.
Okay.
I have a different question. I've heard the 3 nails and thought, move back and forth mostly between the ball and the heel. But when you're talking about the toes, you say press down with the toes, which to me seems like such a big action, like a physical push. Is that what you're looking for when you say press down with the toes? Like I'm taking my toe and I'm going wham, exaggeration.
That's the funny thumping sound I keep hearing.
I'm not feeling a lot of wham when I do it.
So I guess what I'm saying is
More of
when I'm in
more
the
of
ball,
just touching down with the toe. Just what you're doing is just enough to bring your awareness to that part of your body as a
Actually into the,
focal point.
but you are physically, I've always just sort of thought my toe was kind of touching, but I wasn't touching more purposefully with it. And I guess I'm trying to figure out if I'm adding extra wham where I don't need it.
I'd say wham is unnecessary, but definitely it's a volitional act to
Okay,
press down with the
okay,
toe. It's not just happening. It's not, oh, I'm just feeling this thing that's already there. It's like, no,
okay,
I'm going to, it's a conscious doing, right?
okay.
Or just like pointing the finger, it's a conscious doing, and pressing out the big toe is kind of like that. Right? It's like it doesn't have to be, it's or wham. It's a just
So you
But
want
it's,
touch then not a tension in the toes.
right.
No,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. But I say press down because I want want it to be, there's a deliberateness about pressing that I want to emphasize there to that. It's not, but without a lot of extraneous tension. It's just, oh yeah,
okay,
yeah, just like, oh, I'm pressing my forehead, right? Yeah. Oh, there we go. It's it doesn't have to leave a mark.
okay,
Nick, got something?
Yeah, what I was gonna say is that it's not like moving your center far enough forward that you start feeling your weight all in the toes. But it's just like what Rick was saying, it's like, oh, okay, bringing the big toe into the equation when you're in the ball of the foot. Consciously, like, oh, reaching down with the toe a little bit to feel the floor.
Exactly, exactly, and it has a profound effect. I feel a profound effect on the energy when I do that, and it's something that Master Chen, emphasizes a lot. The big toe. That's his one of his big things. Debbie, you had something.
Well, I was wondering, when you're making that shift to becoming more yang, when you're going toward either the ball of the foot or the toe, are you feeling a difference in the, let's see, what's it called? The bubbling well, pouring spring point? Are you feeling more energy going through that to the earth?
You can.
Okay.
I consider like the three nails, particularly the ball of the foot, to be the substantial aspect of that, and the Yung Chuan to be the insubstantial aspect. It's the receipt point, and that the structure that you provide through the three nails is what allows it to do its job, to receive the energy, of the earth whenever you do that. So
Okay.
that's kind of the way I like to think of it. So yeah,
Thank you.
Scott.
To what Debbie said, personally, I don't feel it specifically in the bubbling well. It's just I feel it everywhere. It's like everything just gets more,
Me too.
everything feels.
Me too.
And
Yeah.
as Nick said, I find that when I always feel reaching for the floor with my toe.
That's nice.
Yeah, because I think pushing sometimes it makes you might make you tense up too much.
I say press. I don't say push.
Press, yeah,
Press, you can
but it can press too hard. But yeah,
yeah.
to each his own.
You can say reach. You can say press. Sure, reaching is good. I always like reaching, so that's good. Valerie.
Oh, well, I was whamming with my toe. I had more wham with the toe because it's not that I consciously make that effort not to be in the big toe. I'm so often in the ball of the foot
Me too.
that for me to really feel it, I needed to give it a little bit more. But you're right, it did cause more tension. and I backed off from that. These exercises, damn jutting butt. It really, really emphasizes, I always thought, oh, it was more on my right side. No, you got it in your left side too, girl. As the last time I saw you in person, you went, you said, well, shift into your left foot. And I went, oh, it's there too. I don't think it's quite as bad as the other side, but and that sounds like I'm saying this is a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. It's good to focus on the things where the way you're doing it and doing it so consciously and for a more extended period of time, I can really feel that tension that having the hip out of alignment causes. I mean, because I can just move right through it, right? Without really focusing on it.
Right.
Someday I'm going to get it. Someday I'm going to not have a jutting butt on either side. But for now, it gives me something to work on, which is good.
Beautiful. And you make a good point there, that emphasis on slowing it way down so that, I'm noticing the wobbles, particularly standing on a carpet, where there's, whoa, okay, this is this is a little interesting here. So there's your foot is constantly looking for the sweet spot, and it kind of going back and forth on that and getting it so that you have that you're confident in your ability to find that sweet spot. That comes from slowing it way down. Then
I mean, it's okay that your foot is changing at different moments, right?
absolutely,
yeah.
that's nature. That's
Yeah, because it
that's-
feels really cool. Like it's like, oh, you can just feel how it's doing these tiny little adjustments to
that's right. That's right.
keep
Yeah.
you stable. It's like
Yeah.
I think it's really cool.
Yeah. And if you don't slow it way down, it's hard to notice that,
Yeah.
and if you just kind of power through it, you miss all that. But to slow it way down and say, okay, yeah. And it really cranks up the juice whenever you do. Cool. Okay. Thank you so much. It's been a lot of fun. And
Thank you, Paul.
thank you, producer.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Maria.
Maria.